You have no 양심. What's 양심?
Conscience.
You have no conscience. You are a dirty ass. And I know who you are.
Welcome to YouTube's favorite K-pop show, DK News.
Danny Kim.
David Kim.
Today
We have some hot ass tea
for you.
Very controversial episode. And first off, we start with Choi Siwon from Super Junior stirs up Korea and China and the Western world by
Everybody's
saying that Hong Kong is part of China and apologizing 2 times for it.
Okay, and second, we have SuperM having a historical concert in Madison Square Garden, but Billboard calls them out at the same time.
And last but not least, Block B's Park Kyung stirs up Korea again, revolving around the Sajaegi incidents going around these days.
So much commotion, but before we go on to that, we have to talk about some sad, tragic event that happened over last weekend.
No, this is sad news instead of happy news. Another beloved K-pop star, Guara, has passed away. On the 24th, the member of girl group Kara was found unconscious at her own house, and according to the police, the housekeeper A tried but failed to contact her and then visited her house. And then she was discovered to be unconscious, and the housekeeper reported to the police. After investigation, the police concluded that there were no other signs of crime and that she left a memo on the living room table which had contents of her being despondent about life. Thus, the police officialized that she had committed suicide and decided not to do autopsy, respecting the family and relatives' decision.
So if you guys don't know who Guara is, she started as a member of Kara in 2008 and became one of the most successful girl groups in K-pop ever. Even after the tentative disbanding of the group, she carried on activities as a solo artist, especially in Japan, and until recently she was promoting in Japan. However, recently Guara suffered due to the issues regarding legal trials revolving around her ex-boyfriend Choi, allegedly filming sex tapes and blackmailing her with them. Also, there were cases of domestic violence as well. During May, Guara made an apparent suicide attempt and then shortly reappeared in the public after that, appearing to be recovering from it. She then apologized to her fans, said that she would show a healthy and confident self. She also once cried deeply and sympathized with Sully's tragic death recently in an Instagram live, which also had fans worried. Her last words on social media were "good night," and I hope she rests in peace.
Good night.
It's very unfortunate. The past decade or so, K-pop has been growing exponentially at an industry level, just expanding overseas so much, and it's become the biggest it's ever been. And we've been so much focusing and celebrating the success in numbers, but I think it's time we look back and talk about the quality of lives these people have, because obviously this is not a coincidence that there are many artists that are, having these issues in such a short span of time. So we got to think like, okay, there is some sort of structural issue within this industry, and I think it's about time we look back. Take a break, look back on that, and see what we can fix.
Yeah, everybody in the world is talking about K-pop right now in 2019, how it's destroying K-pop in a lot of people's lives. This is not just a problem of K-pop, in my opinion. I think Korea as a whole has a problem, a structural issue. And it's all because us Koreans always think about the results, about the fast lane, the fast track, and we always crave exponential growth. And with exponential growth, there's always like side effects, and these kind of side effects are showing right now because we don't care about the process, we don't care about mental health.
We just want the results.
Yeah, we just want the results, the numbers, that's all that matters. And those kind of perspectives are hurting a lot of people right now. And we can see that in K-pop as well. Just 2019, no other words needed. As a whole, as a society, we need to recognize these problems and slowly, gradually try to cure them. I hope she rests in peace. And I hope justice is served by the trials and stuff. But on to the DK news. So actually, this news is a little bit controversial as well.
It's also sad.
a little sad for Choi Siwon himself. So Super Junior's Choi Siwon apologizes and says that Hong Kong is part of China, which is a fact. Still?
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a geographical
it's fact. A fact and a political fact as well.
Right.
But anyways, why did this stir up Korea, Hong Kong, China, and the Western world? Well, on the 24th, Choi Siwon, the member of Super Junior, liked a post on Twitter. Like the post on Twitter that had a linked report of CNN's interview with Patrick Chow, a protester who was reportedly shot by the Hong Kong police during the protest these days. And Patrick Chow said in the interview that people can be killed by bullets, but beliefs can't be killed. Very deep, right?
Yes. Deep.
And as soon as Siwon liked this post, Chinese fans were outraged. Wow, his influence though, like you like a simple post and the whole China is stirred up.
Yeah.
Wow. Chinese fans were indeed pissed and they criticized him hard on social media, telling him not to interfere with China's domestic affairs. And if you don't know what the situation between China and Hong Kong is about, then watch some news.
Get the fuck out. Go watch like The Economist.
No, don't go. Don't get the fuck out. Just stay on DK News and watch this link here.
Watch this other
we
episode of
summarized
DK
it.
News.
Anyways, after the whole uproar, Siwon canceled his live. He simply just unliked it and posted on Weibo saying that he saw what happened on Twitter and that he was simply showing his interest and wishing the best for Hong Kong's chaos and violent situations to end. Then he said, "I sincerely apologize for giving many fans antipathy and disappointment because of my actions." Well, this was his first apology. He thought it would be over by then, but he was wrong. Because even after, then the Chinese fans did not forgive him. Chinese fans are not merciful.
It's a very sensitive topic.
Yeah, they are patriotic. Chinese fans were saying that his apologies was not sufficient and clear enough. And then they started boycotting him and shutting down the Chinese fan cafes.
Oh boy.
Which would probably have like
millions
of people, more than Korea combined.
Right.
Thus, on the 26th, Siwon came out again with a second apology on Weibo, and he apologized once again for his actions and clearly stated that, "I did not disagree to the thought and standpoint that Hong Kong is part of China." I think he was trying to be kind of neutral there by stating a fact and also like apologizing again, making it clear. Like he didn't really mention like the protest.
I mean, he's obviously taking the side.
Yeah,
of
Chinese he sent out a diplomatic answer, but that kind of backfired.
I mean, Hong Kong people will be pissed.
Oh, Hong Kong people and Korean people as well, because in the
yeah.
meantime, the Korean netizens didn't take this well. And here are some comments on Siwon's action. 홍콩을 지지했다가 중국에게 얻어맞고 그게 무서워 다시 중국을 지지한다 한들 그들이 다시 자네에게 마음을 돌리지 않을 것이다. 쯧쯧쯧.
우리 시원이 중국인 잃고 홍콩인 잃고 한국인까지 잃어버려서 어떡하니 입막에는 너가 찼어야 했다.
Oh, shots fired.
Damn,
so, you know what about the harness, right? The what do you call it? In a past incident, Siwon's dog actually bit a person and that person died. That's some
shots fired.
Yeah,
that's like a carpet bomb.
Yeah. 지지리도 못난 놈. 뭐가 그렇게 두렵냐? 독립운동한 독립선열들을 생각해봐라. 한심한 놈. Wow. So Korea is in a very... Korea, it's been like invaded by Japan and China, and there were a lot of patriotic people who fought for our independence.
Right.
And this person is criticizing Siwon's move as a K-pop idol or a global ambassador, saying that, oh, you're like a leech, like, you know, hopping back and forth between China, Korea because of money, and then...
Korea is obviously on Hong Kong's side of this protest because they see this protest as like a democratic movement, and Korea is a democratic country and it supports democracy, so they obviously take the side of Hong Kong. On top of that, they don't really like China to begin with.
No. So anyways, what do you think of Siwon's behavior? Did you think he acted properly or smart?
Well,
can I say first?
Okay, go.
Okay, so I understand his situation as an idol and the possibility of SM making him do that. Probably SM made him do that, right?
I mean,
probably.
That's like a PR move.
Yeah, if that was SM doing the puppet master behind him, I think SM did a shitty move as well.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know SM's watching this?
On the premise that he acted on his own will and own decision, I think he should have stood his ground. I think he should have been firm. He should either have been firm or not have gotten into that the first place, the whole, you know, the political sector. He should have he shouldn't have jumped in that.
But that could have been a mistake. Like
what?
I'm sure.
Oh no.
What I'm saying is like he didn't intend to do that on maybe a public profile, but then he accidentally did that.
No. I can relate to him supporting the Patrick Chow's words because that word itself, just out of context, you know, it could fit anywhere. Beliefs don't get killed by bullets. So, like, he could have just liked that phrase, right, without knowing.
But he's not that dumb.
I know.
He's not that dumb.
And that's my point. I'm saying he's not that dumb, and he did that deliberately. And my opinion is
also not that dumb.
And he should have stood firm. I do understand that SM is a business company and
China is the biggest customer.
Yeah, they profit out of China the most. SM probably made him do that second apology.
Here's, I think, what happened. He was browsing.
Yeah.
And then maybe his finger slipped or something.
No.
You know, like sometimes you scroll and then you accidentally get like.
On Twitter? on Twitter? You know how small that heart is?
No, but sometimes...
You want to try right now to like something?
But either that or he was scrolling through thinking it was his private account, but then he realized, oh wait,
why the would Siwon have a private Twitter account?
Maybe he does so that he can look at, like posts without accidentally liking them. No.
You're being delulu here.
No. I have a private Twitter account.
You do?
Yeah. Because people block me on Twitter. So I have to look at...
You want to spy on other people who blocked you?
Yeah, I have to look at what people are talking about. But my point is, I think it was a mistake. Like, he would not be deliberately doing that because Super Junior is super popular in China. This is gonna be obviously a shit show. They know very well.
Oh, that's the point. Like, he clearly deliberately clicked on that to show his viewpoint. He was trying to be woke. He was trying to be woke and trying to support the
opposite of woke by revoking his comment and saying China is
exactly.
Hong Kong is China.
Exactly. So if he was trying to be really woke, he should have stood firm on his stance and not let SM sway him back and forth.
The past me would have said, okay, Siwon, like, that's not cool. Like, just stand your ground, like, have a backbone. But now, like, thinking now that I'm mature, and now that I've experienced like I experienced like 40,000 people canceling me.
Yeah.
And they all unsubscribed. That like made my world spin.
Yeah.
So imagine like 2 billion people canceling me.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty intense.
At least you don't understand the language.
No, but plus,
well, there are translations.
It's not only Siwon that's on the line. He's also like, this is risking his entire team, Super Junior.
Yeah.
And also, furthermore, SM's operations in China.
Yeah.
So, if it was just him alone as a solo artist in his own label, then I would have said, like, okay, that's like, come on, man, grow some balls. Behind him, there's like, I don't know, hundreds of people that rely on China.
So the question is, are you willing to apologize for your past comments now and be diplomatic because you jeopardized our channel and me as a team? And
I already apologized. Did you guys see the apology?
Nobody saw it though.
Well, go f***ing see the apology.
This is the f***ing point I'm saying right now, because even if he apologized, my point is the damage is done. The Chinese fans have already turned their backs. So at least get your Western and Korean fans.
No, the Western fans will understand. They understood when like Jackson Wang.
No, of course the Western fans understand, but the Chinese fans right now, they will not forgive him. Whatever he says, the damage is done.
At least,
our army's forgiving you right now.
No. But at least the company will be okay. That's the thing. Remember when JYP made Zooey cry and apologize for waving a Taiwanese flag?
Yeah.
I thought that was bullshit.
Yeah.
I honestly think that's bullshit.
It's the same thing.
No, but like Siwon is an adult. He can handle this shit.
Know.
He's a veteran.
Yeah,
He's
I totally agree
for
that
14 years.
Strategically it was the right move.
He knows PR.
Strategically, PR-wise, business-wise, it was the right move to make. However,
can we talk about Zooey though?
Like, no, you talked about it like 5 times in the past.
Making like a 14-year-old girl wave, like, apologize and cry in front of the camera for waving her own goddamn flag is like the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Anyways, what's very interesting in today's episode is if we go on to the third segment, we have an artist that stood by his point. Okay. We can talk about this whole discussion in the third segment as well. Okay. So watch until then, and on to the next news.
SuperM becomes the first K-pop group ever to hold a concert at Madison Square Garden. So SuperM successfully finished off their first leg of the We Are the Future live tour on November 19th with a historical performance at none other than New York City's Madison Square Garden.
MSG.
The Garden, yeah. There have been a few joint concerts at the Garden.
KCON.
Like KCON New York, like SM Town a few years ago. But SuperM's the first to hold a solo concert at the venue among K-pop groups. So it's a very big...
And they sold out, right?
They almost sold out. It was mostly full. Honestly, I think it's the most iconic venue/arena in the world. Along there with like Wembley and stuff like that. It's typically considered a big milestone, a huge milestone in one's career to be performing at the Madison Square Garden. And SuperM did it on like their 5th stop of their world tour.
Irrelevant question though, why is it called the Garden?
That's a good question, but I have no idea.
Okay.
Now, the second leg of the tour will continue in 2020. Meanwhile, the members will go back to their respective groups, most notably Baekhyun and Kai, who have just released a full album with EXO members. We have an ASMR unboxing video of the EXO album. Go click on the link above here. Now for some news. SuperM was among the many artists Billboard called out on November 26th as they are now making rule changes to how its album chart rankings are calculated.
I'm so proud of SuperM because they sold out Madison Square Garden as a K-pop group, and also they're changing and shifting Billboard's rules. Wow, the influence.
They're changing history.
Good or bad?
They're making history. Obviously, you guys know about like whole bundling situation where SuperM had like 60 different bundles, merchandise bundles to go with their albums, and that boosted their sales a lot, and they got first in the Billboard 200 album charts.
Yeah.
And that was a bit of a controversy, at least in the K-pop community. Now the new rules are, in order for an album sale to be counted as a part of a merchandise/album bundle, all items in the bundle must be available for purchase concurrently and individually at the same website. So if, say, I'm selling an album with a cup, the cup has to be available on its own, without the album too. And the merch item itself must be priced lower than the bundle, including said merch item. So at least $3.49 lower than the merch item. So
I don't think that's gonna do shit though.
Merch album bundles can only be sold on artist official direct-to-consumer stores, not via third-party sites. And album releases from the January 3rd, 2020 must adhere to new rules, even if they went on sale before then. So I guess all album sales from January 3rd are applicable to this rule.
Well, SuperM is safe. They got their title.
No, but they retroactively gonna apply this rule, I guess. And concert bundles where albums come with concert tickets are still valid. So like there were a number of artists that Billboard called out, like DJ Khaled and SuperM, and there were like 20 or 30 artists. Celine Dion, Kanye West, Post Malone, Taylor Swift, Madonna, NF, Tyler, The Creator, Billie Eilish, Khaled, Jonas Brothers, Vampire Weekend, Ariana Grande, Backstreet Boys.
Wow, so basically every big name out there does it.
Congratulations on getting in that list. You've been notable enough to be part of that list.
Now all these American artists are gonna hate K-pop too, because like SuperM was the trigger.
No.
SuperM was the trigger. Let's be honest.
It was.
How long has it been since like the bundling controversy,
so the bundling
when like thousands and millions of K-pop fans flooded Billboard?
No, everybody, don't say SuperM did it,
but they were the trigger.
They were the icing on the cake. Yeah. They were the cherry on top, but there was a whole lot of debate about this. Like DJ Khaled, nutritional supplement. Come on, man. Come on, that's cheating. That's cheating.
That's not cheating.
That's just, but I find it funny. I honestly find it funny, but that's just ridiculous. So, I still think that's gonna happen though. I still think that's gonna happen.
I think it's not gonna stop. The bundling's still gonna be there, and I don't think bundling is bad at all. Like it's just using the system. Like
it's just a new tactic.
Yeah, it's a new tactic, and everybody's doing it. So like everybody can't criticize each other. And I mean, there's some groups that don't need that tactic as well. Well, good for them. But it doesn't mean the people who are doing it, which are like all the big names out there, we
like
just
Billie Eilish.
Yeah. Go to Billie Eilish and say, why the f are you doing bundling? Not Super.
I wonder what Billie Eilish bundles her products with. Obviously, I don't think this is going to do anything.
Right.
And I don't think this is going to make the chart any more credible.
Right.
I think we just have to accept reality as it is. This is just how it is now. And I'm not complaining.
Yeah, but good job to Billboard that for recognizing this problem and trying to make some change. It's one step. Like you'll think of something better in the future.
I'll just say this: make the album difference at least $8 more as a minimum. Okay. Then that'll be an actual purchase.
Okay.
$3.49. That's like coffee.
Speaking of charts and speaking of standing your ground, now the Sajaegi controversy is stirring up Korea. And for people who don't know what Sajaegi is basically illegal streaming using bots and machines and artificially boosting the chart rank of your own song of a certain artist. Somewhat like bundling. Like,
except it's done by machines. Like people aren't actually buying anything or listening.
AI is doing it. So Sajaegi has been called out several times in the past by several artists, like even like JYP, one of the most influential in K-pop, but it didn't really change at all, and we can all notice it. You know, it's out there.
Like who the fuck is this
Just
guy?
look at the charts. Like,
And then
who the duck is this guy? And
Or
it's
speeding
shady.
twice in EXO. Like,
Yeah.
You don't have any fans.
This time, it all started with Block B's Park Kyung tweeting this. I wish I could 사재기 like Vibe, 송하예, 임재현,
Bam, bam,
전상근,
bam.
강적철, 황인옥, all these names.
I know Vibe,
Wow.
and rest of the people, I have no idea who the f they are.
Park Kyung is literally like Light right now in Death Note. He's like Vibe, 송하예, 황인철.
Vibe is like
you
a
all
big
go to hell.
fan.
And at first, when he tweeted this, the Korean public was very shocked that he called out certain artists in their real names,
Especially Vibe.
Yeah, like the Death Note. But at the same time, the mass majority agreed to him saying that they felt something was off. Something was weird going on with the melon charts as well. And we do too, like to be honest.
Yeah.
And many said that the artists were never even heard of. Like, do you know Hwang In-cheol?
No, I actually don't.
Do you know
anyone-
Jang Deok-cheol?
Are they brothers? Oh wait, they have different surnames.
These songs are all ballad
Yeah,
categories.
yeah.
And I know that Koreans like ballad categories, but
not
winning
Hwang
over
In-cheol
Taeyeon. And of course, most of the artists that were named announced that they would forego with legal measures due to the spread of false rumors and defamation. And they all said that Park Kyung had made them seem like they did 사재기 without any proof, which is not true in the first place. Vibe, who is a big 선배 in the music industry, said that we gave him efficient time, Park Kyung, but he didn't deliver a sincere apology. We have no choice but to go through legal measures and to prove our innocence.
Oh boy.
Oh, so they're going on a full-on war now, like lawsuits after lawsuits.
Park Kyung versus everybody.
And Park Kyung, on the other hand, was pretty firm with his stance, unlike someone, although he did apologize for making everybody suspect each other. But he went on and added that we need to be clear on the controversy about the Korean music industry's systematic problem where everyone becomes a victim from the charts. So as an artist himself, he must have felt that kind of unfairness.
Charts are just
They're rigged.
credible.
I was kind of shocked with his agency's response as well. His agency stated that they are getting ready for the lawsuits.
So they're preparing
Yeah.
for Park Kyung?
Yeah, they're hiring lawyers for Park Kyung.
Wow.
And they,
KQ Entertainment.
wow.
Good job, man.
Wow, I've never seen this kind of beef in the K-pop industry for a while. Like, usually K-pop industry is flake.
Like,
Hey,
oh,
we're
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We caused a commotion.
But now they're preparing for the lawsuits,
Damn.
and in the meantime, the Korean public is dominantly supporting Park Kyung.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna read the comments; it's
Yeah,
useless.
yeah.
Park
We're
Kyung, you're
all
so
on
brave.
Park
Like,
Kyung's
we're on your side,
Yeah.
and there's like petitions going on to support Park Kyung and like
Right.
eradicate the 사재기 thing. And the K-pop netizens are demanding a full-on investigation on the whole 사재기 scene and incident. TV pros like 그것이 알고 싶다, like investigative like journalism, those programs are already receiving tips from people about like experiences or proof that some certain artists are using 사재기. We'll see that on TV in a few weeks, I guess. And on top of that, other artists like Synergium, Kim Ganji from Sultan of the Disco discussed the 사재기 controversy. Synergium mentioned that 사재기 companies now even interfere with the producing of the
What?
song. For example, they require to delete the intro or interlude if it's like unnecessary. Like those 사재기 people are like, oh, this song, you know,
It needs to be shorter.
Yeah.
Well, to do 사재기 effectively,
Yeah.
like you need to play the song on loop.
yeah.
And it needs to be short.
And also, they're becoming musical experts now. Kim Ganji said that the brokers insist that they will chart the songs by paying them 80% of the streaming revenue. So the 사재기 companies receive 80% of the streaming revenue, and the 20 goes to the company and the artist. So basically, the artists get nothing because the 20% is split into another ratio. Between
I mean, we can't be pitting for the artist who's like
yeah.
asking for these
Yeah,
services.
yeah,
like
yeah.
they get nothing. Oh,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
the f cares?
And also, Kim Ganji revealed that they upload the song to Facebook pages like 실시간 live, like amazing live music performances, which have like tons of followers, and then boost the views. Like
I don't think that's cheating though.
that part's not cheating, but they boost the views and make it seem like they climbed the chart with the viral push. So, it got viral on Facebook, so that's why it got viral on the chart as well.
So they make it look organic,
Yeah.
but actually it's just machines charting it.
So now there's one artist that really roasted this situation, and Vibe especially, like really hard. Rapper Maebongsan-ro uploaded a video after this controversy, and he uploaded a song called "The Vibe You Get from Jam." 짬에서 나오는 vibe.
짬에서 나온 바이브가 그 정도라면 유튜브 조회수
he just called out.
Yeah,
Vibe.
And in this song, he satirically sings in a horrible ballad style. He's a rapper, you know.
Right.
He's like,
He can't really sing. I think he's doing that intentionally.
and mentions Park Kyung as Park Hyung, which is like, oh, big brother Park Hyung, with respect.
Park Hyung.
And vibe as the vibe you get from Jam.
짬에서 나온 바이브.
It's very hard to translate, but it's like age. Yeah.
Age.
Boomer vibes.
An okay boomer. Like he's
Yeah.
doing an okay boomer.
Boomer vibes. But the vibe here is not the artist vibe. It's like the general vibe, you know.
But it's
like,
also vibe.
yeah, I mean, he's doing wordplay. He's trying to get out of that suing point, you know? Like, vibe can't sue him because he's gonna say, like, vibe is just vibe.
But we all know who he's talking about.
Yeah. So anyways, his lyrics include stuff such as like, I can't even chart in a single day. Let's all go use money on YouTube and Facebook views. If you have 1,000 phones, how am I supposed to win machines? I'm not even Isedor.
Yeah, Isedor is like a genius Go player who won against AlphaGo, which is like
the AI machine.
Google's Skynet,
which
is the AI machine that beat humanity.
So that was a hard roast for Mommy's-on. Did Park Kyung do the right thing calling out these people?
Nah,
둘, 셋, ding.
No, I'm a triangle.
Oh.
Okay. I'm supporting him right now, but I really hope he has some trap cards ready.
Exactly.
This is what I'm thinking. Like, you know, he hasn't provided any evidence except for like, oh, like why are these songs charting, right? I'm sure he has evidence,
right?
Because like he cannot be calling out real names without some solid evidence, because he knows
he's not dumb.
He knows that they're gonna come after him,
of course,
unless he was like fucking wasted.
He's playing a game,
but he knows, and as soon as they sue, he's gonna put out a crap card.
Dun dun dun
and then
dun dun
it's gonna be like
dun 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 dun.
So I totally see that scenario coming. Even then, in Korea, defamation based on real facts is still defamation, and you can be punished for that. So he'll probably face some legal punishment.
And even then, like, I totally agree that he has some kind of evidence. That's why I agree to him, because like he's not dumb enough to call real names out, right? Like, it's gonna cause him like so much damage.
Yeah.
But even then, like, I support him with this whole agenda. He's trying to like cleanse the music industry and charts and stuff and eradicate Sajaegi. He's like the Dark Knight here, and I support his cause. But if he doesn't have evidence, it's a dumb move, obviously. Even if he doesn't have evidence and he gets sued, he'll be glorified.
Yeah,
even after that, this was an amazing move.
But he better have evidence. I want this to be over. I want Sajaegi to be gone. No one gives a shit about the charts anymore.
It's a win-win for Park Kyung. Like I can see a win from any point here. You've already got the public behind you.
Unless he did Sajaegi too.
And then like next week,
pulls out a
dispatch comes out like Block B used to manipulate the charts with Sajaegi.
Unless that happens, if that happens, then that's like literally like the biggest trap card Uno reverse ever. But what I'm thinking is they do have evidence because KQ is supporting this move.
They're getting all the lawyers and stuff.
Right. So like if the company would know like if they have evidence or not. The company's not gonna back a clueless or evidence-less remark on these specific people. And I'm sure like everybody in the industry is fed up with that shit. They all know.
But disclaimer here, disclaimer. DKDKTV is not intending to imply that Vibe or all these other artists have ever did Sajaegi. These are all reported things.
I don't know anything.
It's all alleged things. Allegedly, reportedly. So don't sue us, Vibe.
I doubt they're even watching us. Yeah, don't do Sajaegi, guys. I know a few YouTubers who buy subscribers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we should be the Park Kyung.
Oh, man, I want to drop.
Let's go to the court.
Oh.
Let's go to the court.
You have no 양심. What's 양심?
Conscience.
You have no conscience. You are a dirty ass. And I know who you are.
If you want to support organic growth and organic content on YouTube, go check out our Patreon and support us down there. We need all your support. We need to be the Park Kyung. You need to back us up from China and everything. We can't even go to China anymore because probably we're banned.
Subscribe and bye.
Bye.